What's up guys, it's Markin bringing you some more Warfighter gameplay from the beta, and today we are going to be breaking down the Heavy Gunner class.
Hitmaker.
So this class is the support class of Medal of Honor Warfighter. It is made for support players. It's a slower class. The movement speed is slower than the Assaulter, than the Point Man, than the Spec Ops. It's one of the slowest classes in the game besides for the demo class, which I'll be doing a breakdown of soon. So this class, #1 support class in the game. To start out, your ability, you know, every class has a different ability. The ability for the Heavy Gunner class is that you're able to deploy a bipod, whether you're over a cover that's about chest high or so, or if you're laying prone, you can deploy a bipod for your weapon. Now originally, with all these weapons in the Heavy Gunner class so far that we have in the beta, I'm using the M240B right now. A lot of recoil. Out of every class in the game, this class, their weapons have the most recoil. Now kind of to offset that, the developer has put in an infinite ammo for this class. If you look in the bottom right, you see I have 33 rounds left, but an infinite amount, just a bottomless, endless pit of ammo for me to use. So I can just fire 1,000 bullets without ever having to be resupplied or anything like that. So given the fact that you have more recoil on these weapons, the ability to use your bipod does a lot for you. First of all, your accuracy goes way up. You barely miss any shots at all. And also when you go into a bipod mode on this and you use your ability for this class, not only do you have infinite ammo, but you have infinite rounds in your current clip. There is no reason at all that you need to reload whatsoever. You can just fire like crazy, and it's great. It gives you perfect accuracy. You just have a bottomless clip. You never have to reload while you're in the bipod mode. Now the recoil when you're in that mode also is cut way down. So being a support class, if you want to stay longer distances, stay back almost to the distance of the sniper class, really, you can just put rounds on a choke point and just hold the opposition out of there, especially if you're defending. If you have a good spot, you can bipod, and yes, camp. If you are defending, you can camp and really just keep down a choke point without any recoil and an endless ammo for you. Now, as you know, with every class, whatever your buddy is, doesn't matter what class you are, what class your buddy is, you can go over to your buddy at any time and resupply him. He can resupply you. So if you're out of ammo, you go turn around to your buddy, get more ammo. Now with this class, you can go up to anybody on your team and resupply their ammo for them. It gives you points, it's like 10, 20 points, something like that, but every time you resupply somebody, you get more points. It really is a support class. You're supporting your teammates. You're suppressing people with the bipod, downrange, longer ranges. When you have the Spec Ops and Point Man classes up front doing the dirty business, you're providing support with your bipod, with refilling their ammo. It's a perfect support class. If you're somebody who can't get a lot of points, is having trouble getting a hold of the game and actually, getting that grip on the game that you're looking for, this is a good class to hop into. Like I said, you don't ever have any issues with ammo. You can resupply your teammates. You get those free points pretty much just for resupplying, and the weapons are good. They drop people fast. They, like I said, when you're in bipod mode, there's no recoil. It's a very, very good class. Now, in terms of grenades for the Heavy Gunner class, they actually give you what are called V40 grenades. It's basically a frag grenade, but it's not a frag grenade in just a normal big explosion. You actually throw basically a handful of mini frags. I think there's 3 altogether. They kind of have a bigger radius around them in terms of grenades, and you don't have as big of an explosion as a regular frag. But when you have 3 altogether, say there's 3 people in that one area on that pipeline, 4 people, 5 people, I can dish out those mini grenades and I'd be able to get more of a splash effect off of those guys than I would if I just had 1 grenade. They're really, really great. I like them even more so than I do the normal grenades. Now, score chains, while we have this footage up, this is your #1 offensive score chain. It's a Blackhawk transport. It's a mobile spawn point for your entire team, and when you call it in, you get put on the gunner seat. It just destroys people. The issue is you can get sniped out of here, noob tubed out of here if you're on the gunner seat very easily. Now everybody has their support, everybody can spawn in here as well on your team, so you have the ability to gun down people on the opposing team, plus your team has a mobile spawn point. So it's a pretty good starter kill streak, starter score chain. Now the second score chain is an MK19. It's basically a turret that shoots out noob tubes. You go prone wherever you are, and it basically thumps out. I think you have 15 noob tubes altogether. And you know, I don't really like it. I'm not a big fan of it because you have to stay in one spot, but it does pack a little punch. Now third on the list is an MH60L Blackhawk. It's basically the Blackhawk you're in, but it's called in as an airstrike, and it'll rain fire from above. It's got a pretty good spread, and it takes care of the enemies pretty quickly. And your fourth and final on the offensive score chains is the Apache, as always. Now in terms of defensive score chains, first is smoke, like it is with every class. When you have your smoke in, use it to get to your objectives, and as the support player, that's something that you might be thinking about doing. Number 2 on the score chains for defensive is replenishing your fire team. Basically, everybody on your team gets replenished ammo as a call-in. Now, number 3 on the list is the RQ-7 Shadow, which is basically the Blackbird from Call of Duty Black Ops. Now, you guys all know what that is. It gives you real time of the enemies on the map when you call it in. And then the fourth airstrike the fourth score chain you have defensively is the Apache as well. Offensively and defensively for every class, the Apache is your fourth and final score chain. Now overall, my impressions of this class, I like it. The weapons are good, they pack a lot of punch, they do a lot of damage. I absolutely love the mini grenades, they're absolutely great. Now in terms of my playstyle, I'm more of a run and gunner, more objective oriented, and I like to be on the front lines. Here's the bipod setup. Using the bipod as well, if you look at the mini-map on the bottom left, you can actually see more of the mini-map, and you're kind of focused on one direct area. So it's depending on how you want to play. If you want to be more of a support role, if you want to get this Blackhawk, you get the chopper gunner, then I would say definitely go for it. If you want to be on the front lines and taking care of business, it might not be the best class for you. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Once again, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.